St. Patrick's Cathedral is steeped in history. It was founded by John Comyn, a Benedictine monk who was appointed Archbishop of Dublin by King Henry II. The cathedral was built on the site of the old church of St. Patrick, the spot where St. Patrick himself converted the people of Dublin in 448. The cathedral was opened on St. Patrick's Day, 1192, nearly 800 years ago. It was dedicated to God, the Blessed Lady Mary and St. Patrick. Kevin Street Police Station stands today where John Comyn built his palace. It was first called the Palace of Colonia and later changed to the Palace of St. Sepulchres, thus given the liberty of the Archbishop of St. Sepulchres. The deanery is on the site of the old deanery with memories of all the great deans, in particular our own Dean Swift. Marsh's Library, founded by Archbishop Marsh, is the oldest public library in Ireland, dating back to the 1700s. The Ivy Trust was founded in 1890. The idea was to build dwellings for the artisan and working class, and the Ivy Trust did a fair job. In 1943 they stated that they had 808 dwellings, 28 shops, a hostel, the Ivy Hostel, with 508 beds. Up in Crumlin did 137 houses and a shop. They'd also a wash house for the people to wash their clothes in, to keep the vapour and the dampness out of the people's rooms, so they could do their washing in the wash house. And in 1915, the first Earl of Ivy opened a children's play centre, which when we were kids was called the Beano, where you got a mug of shelled cocoa and a railway bun, because there was a curtain at every station. And of course, the most popular place of all, according to the children, the good old Ivy Baths. This is my favourite park. My mother used to come in here every day in our dinner hour. She told me one time that in Patrick's Park she'd only to close her eyes and she could see Thomas MacDonagh and Eamonn Kent walking down the Ross Road to surrender after the Easter week rise in 1916. This is where she spent her dinner hour, having our visions and saying our prayers and doing our bit of knitting or our bit of reading. Whenever I come into Patrick's Park, I'm surrounded with visions, countless memories of men and ages. But out among all those characters, there's two men that always come into my mind whenever I walk around this old park. And the first man is James Clarence Mangan, the Dublin poet and nationalist, the young Irelander, the writer to the nation. I can see Mangan leaving the fever shed up in Inchicore and making his way down along Kilmainham and James's Street to his rooms up on Bride Street at the top here. I am being found dying there and being brought then up to the Meath Hospital to die. And the second man is Brendan Behan. Now Brendan's booked the Barstool Bive and he's coming home from the Barstool. And the ship is coming into Dublin, and he sees the mountains, the 2 Rock, the 3 Rock Capure. You have a beautiful view of the Dublin mountains from the corner of Bride Street at Patrick's Cathedral. And then Brendan went on to see the churches, the spires, St. Barnabas, Lardens O'Toole and Rathmines. Asher Brendan died a few paces away from where Clarence Mangan died, in the Meath Hospital. Well, Brendan Bean had the Dublin wit to the very end. When he was dying up in the Meath Hospital, there's a story told that a nun went in to visit him. And she was looking at him in the bed and she said, "Brendan, I'm praying for you." So he looked up at her and he said, "Thank you very much, Reverend Mother. May your son be a bishop."
My son, me Holly, plays on the flute. He belongs to the Longford Street Band. 'Twould do your heart good for to see him march out when the band goes to Dollymount Strand. In the park on the Sunday I quite couldn't dash. All the neighbours look on in surprise at the grand paisley shawl and me bonnet so tall 'twould dazzle the sight of your eyes. You may travel from Clare to the county Kildare, from Drogheda right back by McCruam. But where would you see a fine widow like me? Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coam. Me boys, Biddy Mulligan, the pride of the Coam.